welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 10th of December. Now, I hope you're all going well. If you are new here to our channel, we've built a little community of like-minded people, so welcome to anybody that's new. I've got a few new subscribers, so it's wonderful. Hit those like buttons if you are new, of course, to make sure you're getting the notifications of when my videos pop up. Please hit the like buttons and please comment, like I said, down below. We love chatting to each other here on my channel. We let each other know what's going on around the rest of the world because we all come from different parts, obviously. Some are in Australia, some are in Canada, England, Wales, Sweden. We've got people from everywhere. So welcome everybody. First off, I haven't got much admin. The only thing I want to mention today is on Clown Planet. We always get a giggle out of Clown Planet, which is Carl Vernon's channel on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't, because you'll have many, many laughs. His latest video, oh my goodness, of the French farmers protesting reminds me of Ottawa. But they're spraying, I'm not joking, they're literally spraying shit all over the parliament. It's great. You've got to go check it out. And hay and all these things, just spraying it. They're absolutely, it's continuing. It's fantastic. So I'm sure Macron is not happy about what's going on. Anyway, always good for a laugh, a little bit of a protest. Cheers, everybody. I've got my coffee. Oh, look, there's so much going on globally. It just is a circus show. I know we call it the clown show, circus show here, but seriously, I know you guys would be thinking the same thing. What is even going on here? It's complete madness. Actually, there was a video, I think it was actually on Clown Planet as well, of one of our Australian senators. Oh, is it Mike Canavan? Sorry, I've forgotten his name. I'll tell you it tomorrow, or I'll put it on my Facebook page. And he's talking about this digital ID. You know how they're wanting to try and bring in a digital ID now here in Australia? And he's talking about how they're spreading how our government leaders are spreading misinformation and disinformation because they're saying that it's not going to be compulsory and it's going to be completely voluntary. But like he highlights, yes, well, we've heard all this before during the jab wheel. And to do things, you couldn't even go in and get a coffee or go to a restaurant or go to the movies or do anything. So we're pretty much guessing where all this is going. So he's highlighting it. It's so brilliant. So that's what we're being hit with down here, down under the digital ID. Oh my God, I hope people wake up here in Oz. I told you they're so slack and they just do nothing. But, fingers, guys. We do not want digital IDs. Oh. The other thing I've been noticing too is how Trudeau's just losing more popularity, isn't he, guys, over there in Canada? I know I've got quite a few of you in Canada and Quebec that watch. He is just making enemies, that guy. He's just walking all over. And a lot of this is, like I said the other week about resources. He's trying to really lift himself on that global stage. And the little people, peasants and Lego people, are not enjoying it at all. So he's getting very, very heckled now. Not that he'd care. But his popularity... and sorry, it went down the wrong way. And I think a lot of this is around taxes too. No doubt, renewable taxes, farm taxes, all the above. All right, how about we close our eyes, guys? We'll get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. Gosh, I'm getting people are really tired and they're going back to bed. This is the people waking up, not us. Well, we're often tired as well here with our aches, pains and ailments. But these other people waking up, they're tired of having to work all this out. It's causing them a brain overload and a brain explosion. It's showing me them putting on their little, pajamas and little nightcap, little hat thing, and pulling up the doonas and going to bed. They don't want to face all this. We know they don't. Because remember when they used to wear the bubble denial suits for many, many years? Well, now the suits have come off. They have to face it. They can't not face this anymore. It's right in front of their faces. They're going to have to deal with it. But they're trying to ignore it. They're still, they're wanting to go back to bed because they're tired of it. They're tired of well, let's face it. Look at one avenue, financial. That would be one avenue that would be exhausting people and wearing them out. So that's just one avenue. Can you imagine how tired these people are? And they didn't even know this was all coming. And now they're just being hit like the tsunami that we always talk about. So they're wanting to go back to bed. This is the people waking up. And we'd all like to go back to bed, wouldn't we? We'd all like to just open our eyes and it just be a big old bad dream. but it isn't. It's real. We just can't see it. It's that frequency that we just can't see. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting England. And I'm getting, well, we're getting England, London. This is UK, really, that whole region. But I'm getting there's trouble. I think I'm in trouble. I'm getting that Fleetwood Mac song. Is it Fleetwood Mac? Ooh, I'm getting that song. England's in a lot of trouble. We know Sushi's in a lot of trouble. His plan hasn't gone so well. But I'm getting that the people, there's going to be turmoil. There's going to be fights. And look, I know you've got the Israel-Palestine. We knew these marches and that were going to be huge for you guys. And they still are. They're probably still continuing, I'm guessing, over there. But there's a lot more going on now. You know, you throw everything else into the mix, your climate, your renewables, all the BS nonsense and garbage that they're feeding everybody. Well, pretty much the lies, garbage and deception that they're feeding everybody. And it's causing chaos. I do feel they're going to have a bit of trouble. It will probably be after Christmas. I'd be surprised if it was before Christmas in the UK. That I am feeling that it's all coming to a head. I feel like it's giving me the volcanic energy. All the lavas are bubbling under the surface and it's going to come up. Everything's heating up and it's going to explode. That's what I'm getting. Not literally a volcano. This is just an analogy of the energy in the UK. Things are really going to rise to the surface, but it's going to be after Christmas. When people realise, see, they don't even know the half of what's going on. We have a fairly good idea of what's going on, don't we, guys? We have a fairly good idea that there's a lot more to come, and they're going to start to hit us with more things after Christmas. I keep saying that they're holding off. Everyone's putting the brakes on, the global elites and leaders, just to get us all through Christmas. I mean, it's so nice and to let us have a little bit of joy in our lives, isn't it? After 4 years. Okay, that's the UK. I do feel there's a lot of volcanic activity beneath the surface, meaning things are heating up. People are heating up. You know, the old rage is building in people and the anger. Because really, there's no way out. Like, what's the way out? Your government's not giving you a way out. We know this is going to continue in 2024, so it's just going to continue. There's no, quick jump out this exit and you'll be saved. There's none of that. It's still continuing. So people, what outroad have they got? There's no emergency exit. I can't afford to pay my mortgage, so I'll just get off at this emergency exit. There's nowhere for people to go. They're hitting rock bottom. And this is in every area of their life, really. Cost of living, God, pressure, just life pressure in general. Imagine the anxiety and the stress that's building in people now. Oh, it's got to be terrible. So obviously that would affect people's health as well. Think of mental health, just for starters, let alone heart attacks, strokes, all the things that seem to be on the rise as well. Well, if they're triggered even more, you're going to have more of this going on. And then you've got the ambulances ramping and ambulances not coming. So you've got more deaths. And, the whole thing has just become, I don't know what it's become. It's just become a disaster. One thing just leads to another, doesn't it? It's that domino effect. When something isn't right, then that affects that, and that affects that, and that affects that. It's just the way it goes. All right, let's keep going. So that's in the UK. Volcanic eruptions are coming. And it's not a bad thing, though. I don't want you to see it as all negative, because it's good. We want these people to wake up and blow up against government and see all this garbage that's like coming at them. We want them to do that. Not us. We're not going to blow up. We don't need to, because we're observing all of this from far, drinking our coffee and watching it all unfold. We don't have to get involved in it anymore. All right, let's keep going. The guides are saying all we have to do, our job now moving forward, if you're here on my channel, you're pretty much awake. All you have to do now is follow your path. You just got to stay on your path. Don't veer off your path. Just keep going in your Oh, straight line. Just keep going forward. Forward is a message that I'm getting for us. We're very determined people too. I think we're very determined to, well, it's saying like avoid things. We have a way also of avoiding things. So say you're walking along like the bottom of a mountain, right? And then there's, say the rain comes and then there's a landslide and the land comes down. We have this way of like veering around things like that. We sort of just miss it, or we because we listen to our guidance and our intuition and our knowing and everything, we just miss things. Like it's like we just walk through this path and then the landslide might come behind us, or like the rocks and that roll down and we just sort of can easily walk around them until more rocks come. Like we have this way of opening up our path because we're listening to our intuition, our guidance, and the messages that we're receiving. So we've just got to keep staying on our path and being guided forward. It's really important. See, we're not getting caught up in all the nonsense anymore. It's not part of our lives. As much as we do get affected, look, I talk about the ripple effect, like, you know, of course, finance and things like this affect us. And when people are angry, it affects us because they get angry and it bothers us because we're sensitive souls. But we have a way of usually avoiding it and not getting involved in it. We step back away from things now because we're on our own path. All right. I'm getting the message that we have to really, really listen. We have to really, really listen to our guidance. It's like I keep saying, it's like we keep pulling the antenna out, like the antenna on the little rabbit ears TV. And we've got to keep fine-tuning. We've got to keep getting our messages fine-tuned. We've got to ensure that they're coming in clearer and clearer and clearer, and that we're not missing things. It's very important. I'm getting that. We've got to fine-tune our messages. And definitely don't dismiss things. If you're getting guided to something, or you're hearing something, or you're sensing something, do not dismiss it. And they're saying that we'll gain. If we listen to that, it'll help us immensely. Don't ignore any of your messages, is what I'm getting. Fine-tuning. We've got to fine-tune. I'm getting, they're showing me the people waking up now, that they're picking up pieces of their puzzle and they're putting their puzzles together. We've talked about this a lot, how, you know, there were times where they'd done the border of the Great Reset puzzle and they've been trying to work all these things out. And now they're showing me them putting more pieces in. A lot of these people over here that are waking up are really starting to put the puzzle together now. It was once a very confusing puzzle. I think we talked about it once as a Where's Wally puzzle with all the billions and millions of Wallies in it. That was like the reset. But now I'm getting that they're actually starting to put a lot more pieces in now. The pieces, you know how when you start a puzzle and you do the border and then you start filling in the bits, and slowly the puzzle starts to close in and start to fill it up. Well, that's what's happening now. The people are starting to fill up their puzzles about the reset and the global agenda and what's going on. They're starting to see the bigger picture. The picture's starting to make sense to them now, is what I'm getting. They've still got a fair way to go because obviously they don't know half what's coming. But they're starting to see that perhaps, as I said the other day, this was a planned agenda. These are the things they're starting to work out. It's showing me them putting more puzzle pieces in. They're putting like sections, you know, like a color tone or this or that. And they're starting to realize, hang on, this is actually creating a bigger picture, which is, as we know here, the Great Reset Rollout Agenda. All right. See, once upon a time, that's what the guides are saying. They saw everything as separate, whereas now they know that this is, well, most of them, not all, but they're realizing, oh my God, this is a layered agenda that's been layered from the start. See, we always knew, I don't know how we knew, but we knew the picky wheel was the first like stepping stone of the agenda. It was the giant setup. It was the setup to see who conformed, if people would comply. We knew there was a mass psychosis involved in that. There was a lot that happened around that first stage. because it was a setup. But now these people are realizing, hey, maybe that was a setup, and this is all leading us to something way bigger. Way bigger, all right? Oh, my lordy. All right, hang on. Go to New Zealand. I always have to say it like New Zealand. New Zealand is fluctuating a little bit with the economy. He's working very hard on helping you people over there. I keep saying that Chris Luxton's, he's okay. I feel like he's okay. We're going to come back and reassess him after Christmas. But I do feel that the economy is fluctuating a little bit. I mean, you're still going to get hit with things, but then it's kind of, you're having lulls as well, which is good. It gives people a little bit of this respite and reprieve from things. But I am getting that the economy is fluctuating, but that's his main area he's working on, trying to help the little people financially. That's an area he really is working on. How to reduce costs, how to reduce, taxes, how to reduce cost of living, everything, pretty much. Because that's obviously the biggest issue at the moment. But I do feel he's working on this. So you're kind of fluctuating a little bit in New Zealand. You're not kind of going up. He's trying to find some good balance for the people. And it doesn't mean it's necessarily happening yet, but he is working on this. He might actually be a fairly independent leader. It'll be interesting to see moving forward if he's got his own thoughts and tactics of how to take the country forward. And we're going to hear more after Christmas, so we'll come back to this. So I don't think it's all doom and gloom over there. So far, he's trying to resolve some issues, and I think take that as a good thing, guys. All right. Oh God, I keep getting elbow in Australia and a Communist Party. That can't be good. That can't be good. I'm just getting those three things like together. Australia, elbow, Communist Party. God, I hope we don't end up like that. We were such a free country like Canada down here. And now we just don't know where we're going. We don't know what's going on. We're all in the dark. It's just so frustrating. Oh, and all the lies. I'm just so over it. But this digital ID, I think we could pretty much say, if that comes in, we're probably in trouble. We're in trouble. That's what I'm seeing. We're in trouble if that comes in. Heading to that communist rule, control, tracking and tracing. Oh, it's just so overwhelmed to get your head around, guys. Why are they doing this to us? It's so frustrating, isn't it? Oh. So I am getting that. Yeah, see, Xi they're saying he'd love to get his little mitts into Australia. And unfortunately, Elbow's like buddies with him now. But it's saying that he wants to get his little... We know why. He wants all the bauxite and all the resources. We talked about Tasmania, and that maybe that code word Tasmanian devil that Elbow was using. Like, we know. They think we're stupid, but we know a lot of this about resources. So we know that Panda, which is China here if you knew, wants to get their little foot in the door in Australia and start to gain some control. Hasn't happened yet though. Oh my God, I hope we go to the vote and we can get rid of Elbow. Well, I'm not liking our chances for a while. That's just what I'm getting. See, that would be Xi future prospects, would be to... See, you know how I keep telling you he took over Solomon Islands so he could get control of that region, which is above Australia and in between like America and China and everywhere. So he'd love to gain that control of Australia. It's just a scary thought. Sorry, guys. I find that a very daunting thought. I don't know how anyone can live in China. I really don't. I could not live in a shoebox just being dictated to, told what to do, having no freedom. Gosh, the lockdown measures they had, that zero CV was just horrific. It was horrific. Let's not even go there. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Did you see, guys, I just have to mention to you, did you see on Clown Planet, one of his latest videos, Carl, on there? And they've invented an invisibility cloak. You got to go check out the video. It's got to be trickery somehow, but it's like an invisibility cloak. They hold it up and the person disappears. No joke. Go and check it out. It's ridiculous. We wouldn't even be surprised, would we? The invisibility cloak like Harry Potter's. Wouldn't it be brilliant? Oh, we could sneak into Parliament and hear what all these bloody tyrants are talking about if we had our own invisibility cloak. Imagine what you could do with it. It'd be brilliant. Go check it out. It's pretty funny. I'm getting London. Hang on. I'm getting London Bridge. We haven't had London Bridge for a while. And if you think of London Bridge here, it's more of a symbol, guys, of London, a symbol of UK, England, because it used to mean the Queen. Like when London Bridge fell, that meant the Queen had died. But London Bridge now represents many, many different things. Let me see what we're getting of it today. Yeah, they're showing me London Bridge tilted down like this. And they're showing me Chucky and the Royal Kardashians slipping. They're slipping into the water. They're failing. They're not... We know Harry's back in court again. It's just the same old garbage. But they're trying to stay alive, you know. Staying alive, staying alive. I keep getting that song. They're trying to stay alive, but they're slipping. Their popularity, the Royal Kardashians, they're slipping. They're just... Chucky just doesn't have it. They're showing me actually Chucky at the top of this bridge with his hands over the top, just sliding down. His popularity is just going down. The bridge isn't strong. The Royal Kardashians, they're just not important to people anymore. It's just that simple. Because people have got other stuff to worry about, like how they're going to live and survive. Last thing they want to do is buy tons of magazines with the Royal Kardashians' opulence and wealth splashed all over it. So I would say that the old magazine sales are down, everything would be down. Yeah, they're sliding. Their popularity is sliding. And we know how hard Chucky's working on keeping them alive. He's got to keep the royals up there. You know, this goes back in history. This is a big thing that it's up to him to keep this going. We've talked about this heaps of times, guys, but they are slipping in the popularity. All right, let's see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards. God, I'm getting, this is crazy. No surprise to us here. I'm getting as climate activists. This would be the UK. This would be the UK. Could be other places too. I feel like they're rehearsing. You know how I always say they look like paid actors? Oh, yes, paid actors. Like the ones they had here in Melbourne this week that lined up to get arrested. Like, what the hell? They're rehearsing. They're getting ready to, I would say, hit a few targets. Could be even around Christmas light shows. That wouldn't surprise me. What a waste of electricity that would be, bringing joy to people's lives. No, that would be a waste of electricity. So I am getting there could be some sort of rehearsal going on. Could be that they climb like a big Christmas tree. Is it? Do you have big Christmas trees? Like I'm getting that Big Ben and things like that. But you around these areas or something, there could be some big protest, climate. Well, they call themselves climate. No, what do they call them? Extinction protesters, because they're going to become extinct if the climate continues. So I'm getting there's these bit of rehearsals going on, ready for their big show. So it could be around Christmas lights or highlighting how this is taking all the energy or... it's insane. Let people have some joy for God's sake. But no, I feel like there's a bit of rehearsal going on. There's going to be a few things. And they may happen simultaneously in different parts of the world too. Because it could be a movement. You know, the extinction protesters might have a bit of a movement starting to grow globally. And oftentimes they're the young people who think they're going to die because of climate change. If only they knew. I know they don't look at the fact that there's geoengineering with the weather and things are being mucked around with. I'm sure they're not looking at that avenue because people don't believe that that's true, do they? How about we pull some cards, guys? Oh, I'm a bit heavy-headed in the head today. I think just with Sprocket and everything. I did a reading for him yesterday. I thought, oh, I'm going to do an automatic write for Sprocket. And just said he's really scared. He's going to fall. I'm just going to pull a couple of awaken cards now. That's my hubby home. Be the leader. Have confidence in me. Oh. No, I'm doing a reading. Reading. Be the leader. Which is, well, I think I have to do that with Sprocket, don't I? Be the leader. I've got to be his guide to help him around the house. That's what I'm getting. So be the leader, but be your own leader is what I'm getting there. Be your own leader in your life. We might pull an affirmation card as well today, guys. I haven't had one of these for a while, have we? Be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Mother Teresa. She did a lot. She was a really giving person, wasn't she? Be happy in the moment. And I'm also going to pull a happiness card. Be yourself. Don't try to fit into someone else's mold. I think we've learnt to do that a long time ago. We know not to conform to other people and what they want us to be. We always stay strong and be ourselves, don't we, guys? All right. I'll see if there's anything to close there with today. I might have to go, guys. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. I'll see if there's one more thing. I'm getting that song, take it to the river, touch me in the water, rockin' me by. I don't know who sings that. Take it to the river, meaning just keep flying, keep flying. Hang on a minute. And I'm getting that song by the Eagles. I can't tell you why. I don't know why all this stuff happens, guys. I really don't. Even with Sprocket, sometimes I wonder why. So many hiccups and hurdles in our lives. Sometimes we do wonder why. I guess that's why we're getting that song. I'm getting finished with that song today. Can you feel the love tonight? Off the Lion King. Can you feel the love tonight? Is it where we are? Such a pretty song. I'm going to leave you with that today. Guys, I'm going to do my 2 readings tomorrow, so look out for those. I'm going to be doing Betty Long and Dawn Hamlin in tomorrow's reading. Yesterday I did Debbie Wild and Justice Warrior, so go and look out for those if you haven't seen them. And I will say goodbye from Australia. I haven't got much on today to talk about. Really, no extra news. Just go check out Clown Planet. Look, if you want to have a laugh, please go check out some of his videos. You'll have a good laugh today, if nothing else. And you'll see that Aussie Senator. I'll post it on my Facebook page. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.